What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? Leave it up there real quick. It's your boy, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. If this is your first time viewing this channel, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so every time I drop a new video, you'll be informed on the new uploads. Now, time for disclosure. If you're watching this video around children, I ask you please remove them from your immediate vicinity, because these videos are not for children, strictly because of coarse language. I respect my elders, and I also respect the younger. I'm the middle child, so basically if I say anything, it's for a particular audience that is mature, can handle strict criticism, and in and of itself, it's not sensitive to a little bit of harsh language. Hell, you watch movies all day long, they cursing them, you don't say shit to them. So, hey, it is what it is. Now, I want to address one thing before I get into the crux of the conversation. People in the comment section that leave comments in my videos, I don't care if you have a variance about my delivery, or you disagree with my content, or you basically just disagree with redemption at all. It's on you. It's perfectly fine. I mean, that's your choice. But why is it so convenient that people will swallow, quote unquote, hook, sail, and flail the controversy that's spewed out there in society, which is basically like a pig returning to its vomit, and wallowing in it. But then when someone comes with a refreshing view about how it is to be supposed for you to actually excel to society, why am I so-called considered the enemy? See, this is what I call the implanted seeds of what? Diversion. Diversion into conversion. So what I will say is this. One person, and one person in particular. I don't know if this person's name is this, but I will address it. His name is, well, its name, I will say its name is Michael L. Your videos are all for children. Actually, they're not. Let's get that straight. My videos are for conscientious adults who want to make a positive resolution and a change in their economic, in their spiritual, mental, and actually absolute physical outcome. So I take no offense to that. That's why I said in my last comment, to you, whomever you are, whatever you may be, that's why I said, these are for children, so may it be. But I will say this. He or she who becomes as a child shall inherit the kingdom. So it is what it is. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't have to stay here. You don't have to view my channel. You don't. But it just proves to me one significant point. I'm doing right. As long as I keep doing right, I'll keep getting right. It is what it is. No hatred in my heart for you whatsoever. Hopefully you maybe wake up from the blindness of your heart and you may do something different. Other than that, get some pussy, motherfucker. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This title of this video is Superiority of Affidavits. Yes, people. Let's get into it. Since these videos are for children, let's speed it up a little bit. I've been contacted by a lot of people who had pending court cases and so forth and so on, who do not understand the court legal process. 99.9% of cases are tried by affidavits. Now, what is an affidavit? According to canon law, I won't say what it is because obviously somebody will try to obfuscate it, but I can't allow that to happen. But I will say according to canon law, I have the reference directly in my portfolio. But according to canon law, superiority of affidavits is, quote unquote, the actual statement made by the individual who actually signs according to and notarizes according to corpus juris secundum and superior court rule, which basically lines in and of itself of what is the law of the Holy See. So affidavits are superior because they are statements made by the individual that is in contest with that which is the claimant. See, the thing that people don't realize is that when you have criminal charges against you, the state considers itself as the claimant. They're only claiming that you did something. They never say what you have done, nor can they prove what you have done, nor can they. So when they say a jury of your peers, they're not your peers. They're picked. So when you say peers, when you say I peer through my blinds, those are people you look at. But that doesn't mean that you understand exactly who these people are. You see what I'm saying? The only thing that you should be able to assess in any court case is the fact that whether or not you establish a case by facts as opposed to public opinion. That's what a jury is. A jury is a public opinion. It's just them swaying the case to make sure the prosecutor is not liable. See, when you're a secure party creditor, you can make the prosecution liable against you in your case. And you can actually take those case numbers and secure them to your security agreement, and you become the holder in due course for that case. I'm sure you never heard about this before. Oops, I'm sorry. These videos are only for children. But at the same token, superiority of affidavits is what fundamentally builds your defense. Not a lawyer who is probably in a fraternal organization with the judge. 90% of the time is probably a man. Probably a man. Probably an old white man at that. Now, people can call me racist all they want, but I'm just being real. Yes, judicial positions are the most coveted positions because they gain the most money in a short period of time, because they gain their money off of prison bonds by sending your ignorant ass to jail or prison or worse, death sentence. But that's in rare occasion. That's probably when you did something to somebody or their property. That's a rare occasion. But let's just talk about it. Or you get shot down the street. They can hold court in the street. Either or. It's one of the same. That's why they have this terminology called justifiable homicide. But see, it's so funny how you never see anybody that has actually gained a knowledge of how this system works and utilize it against itself to basically make it work against itself. See, when you actually become a secure party creditor and establish a case by affidavits, once you establish a case by affidavits and you start naming people, now you'll start to see the case splinter into several different directions. Because now the liability has been accepted by you. You're saying this, particularly, I'll take the charges as long as I didn't harm a person or their property, but I'll accept them under these terms and conditions. And I'm going to also accept this case for value. I would like this case number to be actually registered with my particular UCC1 number, and I have a DUNS number, and I'm the secure party creditor of this case. And guess what? I want this case discharged in the discussion. I'm not saying that I won't accept the charges. I'm saying that I'm not going to pay for them. I'm not going to pay for them for placing my natural person in liability as persons. Simple as that. A lot of people are afraid. Superiority of affidavits. Statements made by the individual who comprises the documents and basically places it before the judiciary and says, if you doubt anything I'm saying, hey, 10 days to respond. I'll give you 10 days or I'll give you 10 business days, whichever one you want. But just prove this one point and one point only. Am I a corporation? Simple as that. In less than 10 minutes. When you go to court, you're charged as a corporation. So all these people arguing jurisdiction, doesn't matter. They never have jurisdiction. Because there's a doctrine called ultra vires jurisdiction. So if it's ultra vires jurisdiction, that means that you're outside of your purview to exercise anything. That means federal law is negative. ATF, all that shit is just 10 miles square. I feel bad for you people who live in D.C. Along the Potomac River, yeah. Anacostia neighborhood, yeah. You're adjacent, which means that you get the direct brunt of what this is. That's the center of gentrification. Facts. But you can't establish a court case. You go pay thousands of dollars, to lawyers, and you pay thousands of dollars to lawyers, and basically what you're saying is you're not mentally competent enough to be able to deal with the legal system. And that's one of the reasons why they keep getting down on y'all. Because you don't establish a case by affidavits. You don't rebut the statements or the claims made against you. And that's why you keep getting fucked over. I said it in my video before. Corpus juris secundum. Attorney versus client. Your attorney is against you. A lot of you have loved ones that's in jail right now because they gave up firsthand information to what is called the public defender. The public defender works for the courts. Instead of you establishing the case by affidavits, you let them give that information up voluntarily through hire to a third party who works for the judiciary. And these videos are made for kids. I'm sure it's a lot of adults don't even understand what the fuck I just said. So Michael L., whoever you may be, whatever you may be, these ain't for kids. Because I can guarantee you, if you had a problem with what I say, and I had a problem with what I say, you wouldn't be viewing my channel. You wouldn't even be here. You're considered a non-factor. Tell you the truth, without being disrespectful. To keep it masculine and to keep it mature. You're real soft. To even say some shit like that. You're real soft. Because for the one face that's out here actually doing something for people and making sure that people actually keep themselves out of ensnarements, here you go, parenting, just like the quote-unquote pecker will want you to do. You're still doing their bidding. So sad. You remind me of that movie Django. Real talk. Anybody that comes in my fucking comment section with sympathy to a system that's been oppressing them, yeah. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson role. That's what they always do. Can't stand to see people actually educate themselves and liberate themselves through a higher abundance of knowledge to get themselves out of this whole situation that they've been driving themselves into willingly. And that's the beautiful part. They're letting you do it willingly. You coming against me as the enemy? I suggest you think twice. But you know what? Don't email me. Don't comment. Matter of fact, unsubscribe. Simple as that. I'm here to help those who are willing to help themselves. If you don't want it, fuck it. That's fine. But don't stop those who want to know the truth. Don't do that. That's being selfish and considerate. And you really give me some real slick gay vibes. Just keep it real. Say what I want. It's my platform. Say what the fuck I want. Because I've known a lot of people who've taken my advice. And just like myself, I'm free. Quote unquote. I got my liberty. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Say what I want to say. I don't limit myself to nobody's platform. I don't give a fuck if YouTube shadow bans me. I don't care. Not one bit. But I'm not going to stop doing what I got to keep doing. I fear nothing. I fear nothing. Because everything that I actually confront, I was prepared for it. Now, if you're afraid, because you're stuck in the matrix in the artificial womb, and you haven't had a breath of fresh air, some H Street O2, not H2O. Yeah, that's your problem. It's not mine. Superiority of the affidavits means that basically, in and of itself, in a nutshell, basically means that you will win the case hands down, and you will also file a civil complaint against the judge and any other plaintiff, quote unquote, the DA, who will basically say they failed to state a claim upon which to be granted, and you win the case. End of discussion. Don't got nothing else to say. You want more information? Email me. Serious inquiries only. Agents, fuck you. Suck your own dick. I don't care, because you can't have mine. You know what I'm saying? And kiss your own ass. Straight up. It is what it is. Superiority of affidavits. Learn how to build your case, establish yourself as a secure party creditor, and crush these bitches. And stop acting like a fucking simp, like these dummies in these comment sections. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they're scared. I'm not. Love, light, peace. Take care. Agents, and fuck you. All these people coming in here with these fake ass monikers, L, bang. So I don't give a fuck about that shit. My name is Lord Enlightened Luciferian Prince. You think I ever fuck what somebody think about me? Never have, never will. Still, we go on. Stay tuned for the next upload.